A new study is fueling the debate over the value of a college education. The study, done in part by the Burning Glass Institute, looked at nearly 10 million people who graduated from college in the past decade. See what kind of jobs those graduates are working today and if they're making use of their degrees.
Joining us now to talk about some of the findings is Carlos Salerno with the Burning Glass Institute. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
How much is this problem is tied up with the majors that are attracting the most students?
It's a great question. In fact, what we found in our study was that major is probably the biggest determinant of whether you are likely to find a college-level job after you get out of school or not. And we know that some majors, such as science, technology, engineering, and health, greatly reduce the risk of being underemployed. And we know other majors like safety, criminal justice, tend to be more challenging.
Isn't there something to be, you tell your kids, just even if they change their major a million times, just get the degree. And so even if you get a degree in something, you can always use that degree to get a job in something just because you have a degree. Is that still the case, that it's still worth getting it, even if you're not focused on the major?
It's a good question. And yes, I mean, at the end of the day, right, like a college education on average is still a great investment for a lot of people. And I think this study doesn't take away from the fact that it isn't. I think what this study just shows is that we have to look beyond just getting students into college and through college, but we really need to start thinking about how to get them into that first job afterwards, because it really sets them up for success.
Part of the equation of all this is that it has become so expensive, and maybe that adds to the burden of all this. Will online classes and or maybe reducing the bureaucracy of college institutions help it be more affordable, because it has outpaced the cost of inflation?
I think most people would agree that college is very expensive today. And I think as people think about jobs and what they want to do with their careers afterwards, it behooves them to actually look and make sure that they're picking jobs and careers that are going to pay well afterwards so that they can cover those costs.
What about these, there's been a push to get kids back into the trades too. We need people in the trades, and it was always kind of like, oh, you're not going to college, you're just going to trade school. Has that trend switched a little bit? It feels like it.
It does, and it feels like, I think the idea is that we want everybody to have some kind of post-secondary education. In some cases, that may be a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree, but it definitely doesn't preclude just getting some kind of training, because we know in the grand scheme of things, it really does help get that first job, and setting that first job up for success is really what matters for getting you a good, uplifting career afterwards.
So, Carl, what separates the kids who don't get it and the kids who do? I find there's a big demographic of kids who think that I'm going to get my diploma and here I am. And there's another group that maybe has more to offer.
So again, underemployment is a really challenging issue. What we found when we looked at the research was that there are things that students can do to prepare themselves to reduce that chance. Part of that is taking more math classes. Part of that is getting in fields that have high demand, like, again, science, technology, engineering, and medicine. Part of that is internships. Getting an internship, we found, was one of the most powerful predictors of whether or not you would be underemployed afterwards. So just being able to link your work is really important.
Well, for more, you can check out burningglassinstitute.org or follow them on Twitter. Carlo, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.